Thank you, Chris. It's my pleasure to introduce our keynote address speaker, His Excellency Edward Kiwanuka Ssekandi. He was a member of the Constituent Assembly that made the new Ugandan Constitution, the 1995 Constitution, that has seen Uganda achieve this progress in development. He was the Speaker of Parliament for the 7th and the 8th Parliament, where I was lucky to be a member of Parliament in the 8th Parliament, and before becoming the Vice President of Uganda. Your Excellency, it's my honor and pleasure to invite you to give a keynote address. Thank you.
The Honorable Norwegian Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Honorable Minister of State, Finance, Uganda, Fred Omach, Excellency Ambassador of Burundi, Norway, Excellency Ambassador of Rwanda, Burundi, Excellency Ambassador of Kenya, Tanzania, the Norwegian Ambassador to Uganda, Ambassador Zake of Uganda to Nordic countries, Uganda Honorable Council to Uganda, to Norway, ladies and gentlemen, very, very warm greetings to you all, and you're most welcome. Uganda has enjoyed unique, warm relationship with all the 5 Nordic countries since independence, Uganda's independence in 1962. Our convening today in Oslo, Norway, is another milestone in opening yet another window of opportunity of our people to continue working together politically, socially, and economically. Uganda, located in the heart of Africa, is today a destination for millions of international travelers, ranging from politicians, religious leaders, tourists, of course, notable businessmen and women. We don't have a map here, but Uganda is situated on the equator. It may appear a small country, but it belongs to the 2 hemispheres. Part of Uganda is northern hemisphere, and part of Uganda is southern hemisphere. Kampala is the northern hemisphere, and I happen to have crossed the equator from southern hemisphere to work in Kampala in northern hemisphere. So if you come to Uganda, you'll be able to have one leg in the southern hemisphere and another leg in the northern hemisphere. Enjoy a cup of tea held by a hand either in the northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere. So I think it's good even if you come and be a tourist to Uganda to see what is Uganda and to see that great lake, Lake Victoria, the 2nd largest freshwater lake. So it's strategically located in the middle of Africa, continues to transform every day, and I'm glad to inform you that Ugandans have an insatiable appetite to welcome even more visitors, most especially business people and investors like you. Ladies and gentlemen, over the last 20 years or so, Uganda has gained unmatched socio-economic heights in our region. This is a result of our abundant natural resources, including oil, untrainable human capital, plus an ideal business environment. The transformation from a near absurd situation to where we are today has been persistent and focused. In its message, Ugandans living in Northern America in September 2013, President Museveni, President of Uganda, informed them that Uganda's tax collection has gone up from 5 billion shillings in 1986 to over 9,475 billion shillings at the time. In dollar terms, informed them this translates into US dollars 1 million in 1986 to US dollars 3.715 billion. The president informed them that it is the existing culture of managing Uganda's economic affairs which has enabled it to scale such heights. He further informed them that with this money, Uganda today is able to fund a big portion of our health and education budget, and that external funding has reduced to below 18% of the country's total budget. It is my appeal to all those interested to invest in Uganda to be assured of a vibrant economy whose prospects are unmatched in the region. As current leaders in Uganda, therefore, we are proud to share with you and to invite you into partnership to move our country to another level of socio-economic transformation. I'm therefore proud to be part of the Oslo Uganda Business Forum 2015, which is aimed at laying a solid foundation upon which sustainable prosperity and development for our country shall be laid. Uganda's National Development Plan is quite ambitious, estimated to cost over US dollars 27 billion. Our expected growth rate is about 6% per year. Our overall target in the coming few years to raise Uganda's nominal per capita income from the current US dollars 657 to about US dollars 900. We need, however, to come together to rectify our country's balance of payments deficit, which is today stands at about 560.8 million. With the annual remittances by Uganda diasporas amounting to over US dollars 800 million by the Uganda diaspora, I hope we can prove our country into a strong emerging economy. each one of us attending this forum can contribute to this cause, and together we can steer the fortunes of Uganda to unprecedented levels. A number of speakers and professionals shall address key investment opportunities existing in Uganda. They will also highlight the real and perceived challenges for investing in this country. I would like, however, to assure everybody that Uganda, the pearl of Africa, is not only shining today, but is open for serious business and investment in all socio-economic sections. As government, we have always been 2 steps ahead to ensure a stable, safe, and conducive environment for good business. Whereas the Uganda market is about 36 million people, we are members of the bigger market, the East African Community, whose membership stands at over 300 million. With the future inclusion of DRC Congo, Somalia, and South Sudan in the East African Community. This is potentially a huge market which can purchase everything ranging from a simple needle to an Airbus. Our oil potential has also increased Uganda's strategic importance on the global economic map. With good policies and managers in the place, the oil sector and related businesses shall fast track the transformation drive of our country. In this regard, we are keenly studying the Norwegian model of managing a successful oil industry. I therefore hasten to invite the business community and the Ugandan diaspora to position themselves well so as to target some of the following business sectors. The energy sector, notably hydroelectricity generation and the petroleum industry. Infrastructure development with emphasis on road, railway, and air transport. Value addition to the agricultural subsector. Fishing, mining, forestry, cultural industry, and service sectors. It is my belief that the Ugandan diaspora has an advantage in the sense that you are better exposed, have wider business networks, and accumulated a wealth of liquid knowledge and resources. That can move things. And therefore, urge you to utilize these advantages to lead the projects of transforming our motherland. You have the duty to make Uganda become as modern as your current host Nordic countries, which are years ahead of us. I therefore urge you to use this forum to explore opportunities in order to widen networks and full resources to change the socio-economic face of Uganda. I thank you for God and my country. Thank you for your attention.